Alright, Ant-Man Moto here with bad news. So we made it back to the Dragon and two things have happened. One, the Dragon is now wet and empty because there's nobody here because you can't really do anything on this road. And me and were on our way down. I guess we were on our way to mile 6 maybe. And we were behind this black SUV, completely blacked out. And the SUV was like braking going into turns and going the exact speed limit. And I've heard about cars that just unmarked cops that drive on this road. I'm on the tail of the Dragon, and they just drive up and down the tail of the Dragon at the speed limit. And if you pass them, they will become cop cars and they will pull you over. And that is exactly what happened to my boy. So, oh my gosh. We should have just sat there at the freaking place. It was my fault. I'm the one who wanted to go on this run that turned out to be wet, but I wanted to turn around. I didn't want to get busted or get him a ticket. So I feel terribly responsible for that. And you live and you learn, and I know better now, but it just sucks. It's a shitty thing to have happen. Damn it. It's my fucking fault. Alright, here we are at our famous place where we always depart. Is there crap on my camera? I can't tell. It's very steamy out here. I can't tell. I probably just fudged up the lens. Alright, and as you can see, it is very wet. We are at our normal spot. This is where we come to load and unload. It's our secret spot. I won't tell you where it is because I don't want a bunch of people to start using it, and I don't want the people that own this fine property to be pissed off at me. So it's a secret. But this is where I load and unload, and we are about to shut it down again. It was a wonderful day at the Dragon. Well, we really didn't spend much time at the Dragon on this one. I came up to ride the Dragon and I ended up riding the Skyway. That's what ended up happening. So, very, very good time riding with the fellas at the Skyway. I'm bummed as I witnessed a fellow riding buddy get a ticket. But, you know, as my other buddy Mike, Canadian Mike, says, it's a Dragon tax. It's just kind of the tax that we all end up paying. We've all gotten tickets there doing really silly shit, like really slow speed, nothing horrible, but they pull you over and they give you a ticket. And if they're Blount County, then you're pretty much lucky, because that's going to be a inexpensive ticket, and you know, it's like a slap on the wrist. But if you get one from a trooper, that's when the problems happen. So fortunately, his ticket today was not a trooper. It was not, and I'm very thankful for that. It was a Blount County sheriff, which means the ticket's going to be reasonably priced. And you know, and then we live to ride another day. So thanks for watching Ant-Man Moto. Like, subscribe. Sorry I'm breathing so heavy. I'm showing you my full system I have here of how I load and unload. I keep these tie downs on the bars at all times. I mean, I never strap my bike down without these. And I highly recommend you get a set of these. They're super inexpensive, but they're like very necessary if you care about your bike. I care about my bike a lot, so I gotta move this thing out of the way. I care about my bike incredibly a lot, so it's not just a bike to me, it's a living, breathing thing. It doesn't really have a name though. I've tried to name it. I've called it Kraken at times. But I don't know, nothing really sticks. It's just the Tuono, you know? Keep it simple. And the Tuono gets treated as gently and respectfully as I can treat it, because that's a bike I've always dreamed of owning, and I'm just very thankful that I own it still. I'm still very thankful to have this bike. I know people are burnt out on it. I've been riding it up here for like 2+ years now, but you know, it's my bike. It's the bike I like. It's the bike I want. It's a bike I want to be associated with. Will I ever replace this bike? No. Nope. I won't. I will probably replace the motor at some point one day, but this bike is mine. And it's not going anywhere. And I don't care how lame you think that is. I will add on to it maybe. Maybe I'll get another bike. You know, but those of you who have something to say about me riding this motorcycle and talking about it and saying I need to trade it in and find out it's got 30,000 miles, it's like, oh shit, it's time for you to get some. No, it's not. Because I've made the mistake of getting rid of so many bikes in my past that I wish I hadn't. Like the list of bikes I've gotten rid of that I wish I hadn't, there's at least 3 of them on there that I wish I still had. One of which is my ZRX 1100. Every time I see somebody on a ZRX, I get emotional, because that is a bike that I absolutely loved. Real talk. Absolutely loved the ZRX. And I got the first year it came out, the 99, which is the ZRX replica of 99. Yeah, it's the truth. As a matter of fact, that's what it was. The 99 was an 1100, and it had the, I think, white on top, purple on the bottom. Then the 2000 was also an 1100, but they flipped the stripes on the gas tank, and the purple's on top and the white's on the bottom. Now, if you don't know that bike, you won't know to look for that. But if I see it, I know, oh, that's not the original. That's in 2000. And then in 2001, I believe it was, they bumped the CCs from 11 to 1200 CCs. And then they had that bike in that configuration for, I don't know, about another 6-7 years, maybe 10, hell, a lot of years. You know, the ride back is bumpy, so I like to really crank back on this thing, and the 4 points. The 4 points are serious business. I learned this tie down method from GMD CompuTrack. You want that front tire to float. You see that? See how it's floating? It's not pressed up against the front of the truck. That's how it's supposed to be. And that keeps pressure off your steering stem and keeps your geometry from getting all knocked out of whack. That's what does it. Is when people crank down on the handlebars and pull them all into the front of the trailer or the truck or whatever the bike is mounted to or riding on, and that's what causes your frame to get bent and your alignment and stuff to be twisted up. Oh God, that's what those guys do for a living. They untwist motorcycles. Why am I keeping my helmet on? Because I'm enjoying talking to you guys. You guys are keeping me company while I do this process, which I've done so many times. You would think I would be more succinct at it by now, but I'm really not very succinct. You would think I would have it down to just a whoop, whoop, whoop. I want to say sorry to my dude Mike also, who, thank you for letting me use your tire gauge, Mike. He was here as he said he would be. He let me use his tire gauge this morning as I forgot mine. And then I took off for the Skyway with a group. And I thought right now, during this hour, which is, what is it, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock? 5 o'clock? That maybe we would be getting runs in right now. In the 6 o'clock hour, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, I'd be leaving here about 9 and would get home around midnight. But because of the rain, I'm leaving early and kind of blew my opportunity to ride with my boy Mike. So I'm sorry about that, Mike D. I will see you on the next go for sure. You know I'm back. Hell, we both damn locals at this point. Me and Mike, Canadian Mike. These are my boys. The only problem is they keep getting faster. That's the only problem I'm having is like, and I have to get on my game like immediately. Like when I come here to ride, I don't really have time to figure out being comfortable and all that shit. I've got to get on it like ASAP, like as soon as I hit the ground. So that's what I'm going to be working on. It's just figuring out how to get down to business a little quicker than I do, you know? All right, Ant-Man Moto, love you. See you on the next one. Peace. Take care of each other, but more importantly, take care of yourselves. And until next time, me and the Tuono bid you a farewell and adieu.